Oh, yeah, that's a good way to start. We'll take that start, babe. That's me, a hunter, back there in the boat with me, and we're at Bienville Plantation down in White Springs, Florida. And that girl is an outdoors girl. Look at there. First fish of the day. We've got about 4 hours to whack them. That's a good start. What do you think? Do you kiss your fish?
I have before.
Well, let me see you kiss that one. I want to see how good you are at it. I'm like an expert at kissing fish.
All right, well, we'll
I've
see.
taught 3-year-olds how to do it.
If I can get him undone without hurting him too much.
You need a first. There you go. Let me see you kiss that fish.
All right.
That's a nice fish.
Woo!
You missed, girl.
I did miss. I guess I'm right here. I didn't miss that time. All right.
Was that
I am
on
one
the
up,
weightless
Mr.
worm
Jimmy.
or the slip sinker? You have a slip sinker on that one?
Woo! Yes, sir.
That's good. All right. We'll catch one more and I'll lay my spinnerbait down. But I'm going to throw my spinnerbait a little bit in this cloud cover.
I was actually pulling this speed worm on the top of the water, and that's how he hit it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, that fish ought to hit a spinnerbait then if it'll do that.
Yes,
spinnerbait. Oh, this is twice the size that one you caught, girl.
Is it?
No.
Oh. So I'm still in the lead then with quality.
Hey, I love them all. I love them all.
That's a pretty fish, though.
Yeah, little red man spinnerbait fish.
Good deal.
Here's the way you kiss them. Hey, what'd you hear? That's the way you give them sugar right there. There's one. That's a little better.
Woohoo!
Oh, I'm about to catch up with you on size here in a minute.
In a minute. That's a good one.
I love this game.
Healthy.
Red man spinnerbait. You know, one of the things that I found out down here in Florida from fishing a lot of tournaments that's all around this state is that people don't really fish spinnerbaits a lot in Florida.
Ooh.
Missed him, didn't you?
I did.
A good one. But here's what I found out in Florida. You can catch a lot of fish here on spinnerbaits in Florida, but the best thing is to use a small spinnerbait with a single blade. And this is just about a number 4.5 round Colorado blade. This is one of the Jimmy Houston Red Man spinnerbaits. And it's a small, short arm spinnerbait. Got a lot of vibration. This arm vibrates back and forth when you pull it in, but the smaller blade. Now, something else I found here in Florida, a copper blade works really good. In fact, I fished a tournament one time here and caught a couple of huge stringers. And I caught them on the very same color, but with a copper blade. And I'm kind of thinking I might dig around in my Red Man spinnerbaits because we make some of them with a copper blade. And this one doesn't. It's a regular nickel blade. But, girl, I'm going to go back here and catch that fish you missed. Is that okay?
You can try.
You got that? Ah, you missed another one.
My goodness. I got to get it together.
I'll hold your spot for you.
Okay. How generous.
I'm going to just hold your spot there until you can get back in there, okay?
Okay.
Ooh, that sounded good. How big is that one, girl?
I don't know. I hope bigger than all of yours.
Oh, he sounded better than he actually
He's got a lot of
He shrunk a little bit.
vegetation.
Still nice fish.
Ooh.
I'm stuck. I can't go any further. That one jumped up on top and got it, didn't it? Yeah, this little deal, this little pond right here, I don't think we're going to be able to get into. We're going to have to back out of it. I wanted to get to that levee, that levee right there where
Goodness.
I don't know what that is, a road or a railroad track or something right there.
All right.
That's a nice
I'll
fish.
kiss him for Mr. Jimmy.
He sounded like twice that size up there flopping around on top of the water.
Yeah, when he hit. All right.
There's one. He hit it right, about like that one you just caught, except bigger. Come here. They have a lot of lakes here at Bienville. I mean, you can fish here for a week and never fish the same place twice. And a lot of these lakes are really good size too, like way over 100 acres. And these are old phosphate pits. It's where they've mined, and they really, to my knowledge, don't stock the fish. They're just God stock. They just show up. And they're really beautiful, healthy fish. They have a tremendous amount of food. And I think, how many lakes are they fishing here now? Do you know? Like 18 or something, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, something like that. Like 16, 17, 18 different lakes. And some lakes have bigger fish in it, or you have a chance to catch a double-digit fish. Other lakes have big fish in it, but a better chance of catching quite a few fish, number-wise. I like both. size and numbers.
Yes, sir, we do.
That's what I want.
I think we're doing that today.
I had that one on mine a minute ago.
You did?
I shook it off.
Okay. That's okay. I'll take it, Mr. Jordyn.
You're not going to shake it off.
I'm catching up on you. You better be careful.
Well, let's see here what I need to do. I don't think.
All right. Another worm down. Ooh, he's a feisty.
I saw one guy there up at by Jacksonville. I heard him hit your bait. How big's he? Oh, he's a nice one. All right, girl, we're going to try to navigate out of this.
Woo!
You can
He's mean.
keep that fish and do whatever you want to with it.
I do want to see if I can get it out. It's in that bone.
You've had a lot of bites on that little hydrotail worm.
There we go.
You're missing a few, but you've had a lot of bites on it.
I slowed it up just a little bit. There we go.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's a pretty fish.
You need some
Trying to get
needle
that belly.
nose?
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna dig it. I'll do our best to try to get us out of here.
That was a nice goodbye. I'm
You nailed
catching
it
up to
pretty
you,
good.
Mr.
How big's
Jimmy.
that fish? Oh, is that a good one? Of course he's a good one. He's on the end of my line, right? Good fish, good fish.
He's digging.
They're strong as all get out. They're healthy
Yes.
fish. I mean, that's one thing about these pits. They produce a lot of food. And well, this great old big spot here is all we had to do is go through one that's 50 yards wide. We get into that, get at that levee. We'll go over to that levee and it'll be about 2 foot deep everywhere probably.
We got to double up. I'm going to retie before I lose a big one and cry.
Oh, you got a big one? Nice one. That's a nice one.
How's the fishing?
Pretty good. We're catching quite a few.
I'm winning.
She says she's winning. She counts like you do. Little one. Come here, baby. Come here, baby doll. They're eating that little red crankbait. I bet you I'll catch a big one on this in a minute, Mia.
Let's
That's
see
an
it, Mr.
upside down
Jimmy.
fish there. It's a trick to catch one like this. You have
You
to really,
hog-tied him.
you have to really run your bait in a special way to make that happen.
That's the hog tie.
Yep. Well, at least this one's not bleeding. That's a good deal. Let's see, might be the time I get him unhooked. How in the world do you ever miss one on a crankbait? It's what I've never understood.
You didn't
It
hook him in the mouth?
It hooks everything that it touches. Half the time you can't get it unhooked from the fish. And yet, fish grab a hold of it and don't get hooked. I want to look at that. When they're biting it, when they're really biting it, I mean, you can catch them on it a lot of different times. Nice little fish. When they're really biting an Alabama rig good, it cannot be beat. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're throwing, it cannot be beat. But it's usually really good just wintertime bait, December, January, February. You can catch them other times with it, but I bet it don't get thrown a whole lot in Florida.
No, I've never thrown one before. Never really thought about it. I've seen them before.
There's a fish on it. There's a Florida fish on an Alabama rig.
Good deal.
Not a bad fish either. Not a bad fish.
That's a good fish.
Not a bad fish. Not a giant, but not a bad fish.
Not at all. I'd take it.
Shane's A-rig with Lucky swim baits on there. Got my barb smashed down on my A-rig. Not a bad fish.
That's a good fish.
Not a bad fish at all. Come here, baby. Got a lot of hooks out there, though. You got to be careful.
Ooh.
A lot of times you get a big one on there, and it'll have some of the other hooks in him, too, so you got a little insurance. That's a nice bass right there. Ta-da!
Got it.
She's having to zoom in on it and make it look bigger.
Good one?
That neck's like a little bigger. I don't know. He's pulling pretty good. Let's see. On that A-rig. He's not, he's about like that other one. Oh, I got two. That's the reason he's a little heavier.
You got
Look at here.
two?
Look at here. Look at here, girl.
Oh
That's the reason they were heavier. I got two.
Oh my God.
Hey, are you still ahead of me?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I think that's the prettiest phone case I've ever seen in this boat. Look at there, that one's got two baits. He's got two baits in his mouth. Just think about a 3-pounder, a 4-pounder, and a 6-pounder on there at once. Think about that.
A heck of a fight.
Yeah, that was a deal. I've caught two on there quite a bit. You do that quite a bit.
Woo.
You got a big one? Uh-oh. You need a net?
Ooh.
How big is that fish, girl?
He's just pulling.
Oh, he was pulling. Well, I thought that was I about pulled you in.
He's just strong and mean.
I like it. I like it.
Not bad. He's a pretty guy. Every time.
Got that one. I saw him coming after it. I pulled it over a little limb there and he come and got it. Just a little one.
Those are always fun hits.
But he counts one. Spinnerbait bass. I'm telling you, there's going to be a big one grab it. We're just getting these little ones. There's going to be a big one grab it. It's got to happen. Come here, baby doll. And boiling around in the water. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come here, baby. You're not bad. Come here, puppy dog. Hooked underneath. They feel a little bit bigger when they're hooked like that. Get that head out in front of them. Fight like they're about twice as big as they really are. Fish are swinging at that bait and not getting it a lot of times. It's not a bad fish, though. We'll take those kind all day long. Caught a whole lot today that's a whole lot smaller than that. Hey, does that put me two ahead?
I stopped counting. I still have quality.
I'm just curious.
Quality.
Oh, you're after quality now, huh? I understand.
I am quality.
Heck yeah, after quality. Yeah, I understand. There you go. What kind of quality are you after? Wild shiner size quality?
I already got my quality.
I got your quality.
No.
They liking that little orange square bill. Bigger than what I had when I threw it out there. Yes, he is. Bigger than what I had when I cast that little crankbait out there.
Uh-oh, I scared him off.
He's coming after you. Coming after your bait.
He's curious.
You ever wrestled alligator?
Accidentally.
You ever wanted to?
Not really. I don't know where he's at.
Got him?
Yes, sir.
Woohoo! That's a good one there. Yeah, that's a good one.
Come in the boat.
Take another picture with Jimmy.
Yes, yes. I don't think he's as big as my first one, but he's pretty good. All right, let's let him go. All right. You're next, Mr. Jimmy.
There's one.
Oh, that's a good
Nice
one.
little fish.
Yeah.
On my little square bill. I believe that this fish, just as far as the average quality, has probably been the champion as far as average quality. Some of them are fighting a little bit more because they're hooked outside the head. This one probably is too, the way he's fighting. He's pulling like a 4-pounder. I know he's not that big. Oh, he definitely, it's a good little fish right there. Not a giant, but a good little fish. All right, baby doll. Got him?